What's up guys, Jake here, and today I'm going to be chopping some dragon tree houses, or some redwood logs rather. I don't typically vote yes in any updates and any polls, but I do think these things need to look better. They look pretty stupid, honestly. They do look like little tree houses.
Hideous.
They're kind of dumb looking, but regardless, today we're going to be talking a little bit about AHK and 3-ticking and why the community's opinion on it is really cancer.
I was diagnosed.
Because, let's be honest, people who use AHK use it the same way mouse keys work, and the people that don't get banned. Like, the way you would use AHK to bot is basically the same way a bot works. You would have it so you'd press one key, and then, you know, a series of actions would happen. So, and typically the way that would work is you would set your AHK, rather than to jump a number of pixels. So if you hold your mouse here and then click the buttons, it'll jump here. If you hold it here, it'll jump here, you know, something like that. They'll have it so it'll jump to the specific pixel on the screen. So if I press a button here, it'll jump over here to this pixel right here. And, you know, you set it so it'll do a bunch of those. So you press one key and it'll jump over here and drop all this stuff. So that's typically how you would get in trouble with AHK if you were botting. And those people get banned anyway. It happens, you know, relatively frequently, and people get banned for it. So I think it's kind of silly to just say no more AHK, but you can use mouse keys. I feel like the developers and the people who are complaining about it don't actually understand the difference and how they're actually really similar. Like the way mouse keys works, I think mouse keys was supposed to be basically an option for people who have like disabilities who for some reason can't use a mouse, so they can like move the mouse around the screen, albeit very slowly, with a numpad. But not everyone has a numpad, and it's just kind of an outdated piece of software. It doesn't really work very well. And AHK just does the same thing, but it's more convenient. And I'd honestly be fine if Jagex just said, oh, we don't want people using different forms of, you know, software or anything to drop or do anything in RuneScape. You have to do it all by mouse, by hand. I'd honestly be fine with that. I mean, it would be annoying to try and like 3-tick skills. I would definitely change the way I would train a lot of skills, but at the same time, you know, if they think that makes the game easier, then fine. But I just have a problem when people say like, oh, you know, 3-ticking especially in AHK, that's just easyscape. It just makes the game easier. And that's what ModMattK said, and that really pisses me off, because these are the people that voted yes for these dragon tree houses with these redwoods, where you can just sit here AFK for like 10 minutes at a time, get 60k an hour, which is better than what you get like doing like Willows or something. They voted for Zaya RC, which is super cancer. You know, 40k AFK rune crafting. They voted for Winter Todd, you know, profitable AFK fire making. They voted for NMZ and wanted to keep NMZ, which is like the fastest melee XP AFK. Like, these are the people that have made the game progressively easier with every update. Like, there's not many skills that haven't been changed, other than like buyables, and even then you have like prayer. They made cheaper and a little bit easier, and like, it's just ridiculous. These people have the audacity to complain about the game getting easier with 3-ticking and AHK when they're voting for like AFK updates to make the game easier. Because I honestly challenge anybody who thinks 3-ticking makes the game easier to try it. I 3-ticked fishing from 65 to 99. It wasn't that easy. Okay, it does require a lot of like dedication to clicking. Even with AHK, you constantly clicking your mouse. You know, every 3 ticks essentially, you're clicking a bunch of times. And to me, that's the core problem with all of this is ModMattK, the devs and the community saying like, oh, we need to get rid of AHK because it's easy. And really, they just want to piss off people like me or people like Hexus nerds that like using it. Because let's be honest, they don't care about easyscape, because they're the ones voting for all this easyscape bullshit. That's really what bothers me the most, I think. And I don't want them to make whatever the alternative to AHK even easier than AHK, because I watched a friend's video, and he was saying like, oh, we need to, you know, ban AHK, whatever, because he's a cuck like everyone else.
You fuck the pussy.
But like, he put a poll in his description of the video, and like half the people, not half, probably like a third of the people voted to just have a drop all option. Like, okay, you're complaining about AHK making the game easier, but you're gonna have a drop all option that's 10 times easier than AHK. Just hit drop all. Like, that's just so stupid, and people are just so backwards thinking with this. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of rant video. I mean, I feel like by now most people know how AHK is supposed to work and why people use it, but I don't know. People are just idiots. Let's be honest.
Freaking idiot.
I don't really agree with most of the people who play this game because most of the people in this game are normies and they don't really want to put in any time. These are the people that complain about getting 70 agility and how it's too hard. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Unless your opinion's really shitty, then I probably don't want to hear it. But yeah.